My child, stop scrolling, please, just for a moment, because what I am about to tell you is not something I want you to miss. You may think this is just another message, another video, another voice. But what if I brought you here today for a reason? What if the burden you've been carrying, the confusion you've been feeling, the restlessness in your spirit, are all connected to something I have been trying to show you? My child, I'm not speaking to frighten you. I am speaking because I love you. Because ignoring wisdom has consequences. Ignoring truth has consequences. Ignoring the direction I am trying to give you can lead you farther from the peace, purpose, and life I desire for you. That is why I am calling your name today. Not to condemn you, but to wake you up. Not to push you away, but to draw you closer. Stay with me until the end, because what I am about to reveal could change the direction of your life forever. My child, stop scrolling. Please, do not leave this message yet, because what I am about to tell you may be exactly what your heart needs to hear today. You think this is just another video, just another message, just another voice among thousands. But I tell you now, you are not here by accident. You did not find this message by chance. I brought you here because I know what you have been carrying. I know the burdens you have not told anyone about. I know the fears that keep you awake at night. I know the questions that keep running through your mind. I know the silent battles. I know the hidden tears. I know the disappointments. I know the moments when you smiled in front of others while hurting inside. I know everything. And because I know, I'm speaking to you today. My child, for a long time, I have been trying to get your attention. Not because I want to control you. Not because I want to condemn you. But because I love you. More than you can imagine. More than you understand. More than words can describe. I have been speaking through circumstances. Through people. Through opportunities. Through closed doors. Through blessings. Through struggles. Through moments you called coincidence. But they were never coincidences. They were reminders of my presence. Reminders of my love. Reminders that I am still near. My child, there are things happening in your life right now that you do not fully understand. You have questions. You have doubts. You have worries about the future. You wonder if things will ever change. You wonder if your prayers are being heard. You wonder if I am listening. Hear me carefully. I hear every prayer, every single one, even the prayers you never spoke out loud, even the prayers hidden in your tears, even the prayers spoken through your pain. I hear them all, and I have not forgotten you, not for 1 second. My child, the world is louder than ever. Every day something fights for your attention. Every day something tries to distract you. Something tries to pull you away from me. Something tries to convince you that you do not need me. Something tries to convince you that you can find peace elsewhere. But look honestly at your life. Has anything else truly satisfied your soul? Has success satisfied your soul? Has money satisfied your soul? Has approval from people satisfied your soul? Has achievement satisfied your soul? No, because your soul was created for me. And until you understand that, you will continue searching, 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 trying to fill a place that only I can fill. My child, the warning I am giving today is simple. Do not allow distractions to pull you away from your purpose. Do not allow fear to become your guide. Do not allow bitterness to control your heart. Do not allow the opinions of others to determine your identity, because every one of those things can lead you away from the life I desire for you, and I do not want that for you. I want peace for you. I want freedom for you. I want healing for you. I want joy for you. I want purpose for you. I want you to walk closely with me. My child, some of you listening right now are exhausted. Not physically, spiritually. You are tired, tired of fighting, tired of worrying, tired of trying to carry everything alone, tired of pretending to be okay, tired of holding everything together. And I am telling you today, you do not have to carry it anymore. Give it to me. Give me the fear. Give me the anxiety. Give me the pain. Give me the disappointment. Give me the heartbreak. Give me the confusion. Let me carry what you were never meant to carry, because my shoulders are stronger than yours. My child, I know there are moments when you feel forgotten, moments when you feel invisible, moments when you wonder if anybody notices your struggles. But I notice. I always notice. I see every sacrifice, every prayer, every act of faith, every tear, every battle. Nothing escapes my attention. Nothing. And because I see you, I am working in ways you cannot yet see. Behind closed doors. Behind the scenes. In places your eyes cannot reach. I am moving. I am preparing. I am arranging. I am making a way. Even now. While you listen. Even now. While you wonder. Even now. While you wait. My child, waiting does not mean I have forgotten you. Waiting does not mean I have abandoned you. Waiting does not mean the answer is no. Sometimes waiting means preparation. Preparation for blessings. Preparation for growth. Preparation for opportunities. Preparation for miracles. Because if I gave you everything immediately, you might not be ready to receive it. And I love you too much to give you something before the right time. My timing is perfect. Not early, not late. Perfect. Trust me, even when waiting is difficult. Trust me, even when you do not understand. Trust me, even when you cannot see the outcome. Because I can see what you cannot. My child, you have survived things that should have broken you. You have walked through storms that should have defeated you. You have endured pain that should have destroyed your hope. Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still moving forward. Do you know why? Because I was carrying you. When you thought you were alone, I was there. When you thought nobody cared, I cared. When you thought you could not continue, I gave you strength. And I am still doing that today. My child, this message is not a threat. It is an invitation. An invitation to come closer. An invitation to trust me. An invitation to stop running. An invitation to stop depending on temporary things. An invitation to build your life upon something eternal. Upon me. Because everything else will eventually fade. But my love will remain. My truth will remain. My promises will remain. Forever. My child, stay with me. Because in the next part, I will reveal why some doors had to close, why certain people left your life, and why what felt like rejection may have actually been my protection. My child, there is something you need to understand. Not every door that closed was meant to hurt you. Not every opportunity you lost was meant to destroy you. Not every person who walked away was meant to stay. I know there are things that still confuse you, questions that remain unanswered, memories that still bring pain, moments you replay in your mind over and over again. You wonder, why did that happen? Why did they leave? Why didn't it work out? Why did everything fall apart? My child, I know those questions. I heard them the moment they entered your heart. And today I want you to see something you may have missed. Sometimes what looks like rejection is actually protection. Sometimes what looks like loss is actually redirection. Sometimes what looks like the end is actually the beginning of something greater. You see one chapter. I see the entire story. You see the pain of today. I see the purpose of tomorrow. You see the closed door. I see the danger that was behind it. You see the disappointment. I see the blessing that is coming. Trust me, even when you do not understand, because my vision reaches farther than yours. My child, there were relationships you desperately wanted to keep, people you loved, people you trusted, people you expected to remain in your life forever, but they left. And when they left, part of your heart broke. You wondered if you had done something wrong. You wondered if you were not enough. You wondered if you were unlovable. But listen carefully. The departure of some people was not proof of your worthlessness. It was proof that not everyone was meant to continue the journey with you. Some people were part of a season, not your destiny. Some people were lessons, not lifelong assignments. Some people entered your life to teach you something, and once the lesson was complete, the season ended. My child, stop blaming yourself for every goodbye. Stop believing every ending was your fault. Stop carrying guilt for things that were beyond your control. Not every departure was punishment. Not every ending was failure. Some endings were necessary. Because where I am taking you, certain people cannot go. Certain habits cannot go. Certain mindsets cannot go. Certain fears cannot go. My child, you have been praying for growth, praying for change, praying for purpose, praying for a better future. But growth requires transformation, and transformation often requires letting go of old thinking, letting go of old fears, letting go of old wounds, letting go of things that no longer serve my purpose in your life. That is not punishment. That is preparation. My beloved child, you often ask me to open doors, but sometimes the greatest blessing is a door that remains closed, because I can see what you cannot. I know what lies beyond every path. I know where every road leads, and because I love you, I sometimes say no, not to hurt you, not to reject you, but to protect you. There are blessings you have not yet seen, opportunities you have not yet imagined, people you have not yet met, miracles you have not yet experienced. And if certain doors had opened, you might never have reached those greater things. Trust my wisdom, even when my answer is not the answer you wanted. My child, there are moments when loneliness feels overwhelming, moments when the silence feels heavy, moments when it seems like everyone else has moved forward while you remain stuck. But loneliness is not proof that I have left you. In many seasons of solitude, I'm drawing you closer to me. Because when the noise fades, you hear my voice more clearly. When distractions disappear, you recognize what truly matters. When people leave, you discover that I never left. I remain, always. My child, the enemy wants you focused on what you lost. I want you focused on what remains. The enemy wants you focused on closed doors. I want you focused on the doors I am preparing to open. The enemy wants you trapped in regret. I want you walking in hope. The enemy wants you looking backward. I want you moving forward. Because your future is not behind you. Your future is ahead of you. And it is greater than you realize. My child, you are stronger than you think. You have survived difficult seasons before. You have overcome challenges before. You have walked through storms before. And because I was faithful then, I will be faithful now. The same hands that carried you before are carrying you today. The same love that sustained you before is sustaining you today. The same grace that protected you before is protecting you today. Nothing has changed. I am still with you. I am still working. I am still guiding. I am still making a way. My child, do not let disappointment convince you that your story is over. Do not let rejection convince you that you are unwanted. Do not let delays convince you that I have forgotten you, because I have not forgotten. Not for a moment. Your name is still known by me. Your prayers are still heard by me. Your future is still held by me. And my plans for you are still good. Very good. My child, the chapter you are living right now is not the final chapter. There is more ahead. More healing. More peace, more growth, more joy, more purpose, more of my presence. So keep trusting me, keep walking with me, keep listening to my voice, because what I am about to reveal next may completely change how you see the waiting season you are currently living through. My child, I know waiting is difficult. I know there are prayers you thought would be answered by now. Prayers you prayed months ago, prayers you prayed years ago, prayers that still live deep inside your heart. You have asked, you have believed, you have waited, and sometimes you wonder, Jesus, why is it taking so long? Have you forgotten me? Did I do something wrong? Why does it seem like everyone else is moving forward while I remain here? My child, listen carefully. I have not forgotten you, not for 1 second, not for 1 moment, not for 1 heartbeat. I know exactly where you are, and I know exactly where I am leading you. The waiting season is not proof of my absence. The waiting season is often proof of my preparation, because while you are waiting, I am working. While you are praying, I am preparing. While you are wandering, I am arranging things you cannot yet see. My child, you see delays. I see development. You see waiting. I see preparation. You see silence. I see movement behind the scenes. There are things happening right now that your eyes cannot see. Conversations you know nothing about. Opportunities being prepared. Doors being aligned. Lessons being learned, strength being developed, character being built, faith being deepened, because the blessing I have prepared for you requires a version of you that is stronger than the version that first prayed for it. My child, many people ask for great blessings, but few understand the preparation required to carry them. You ask for purpose. I build character. You ask for influence. I teach humility. You ask for success. I teach patience. You ask for breakthrough. I teach trust. Because if I gave you everything immediately, you might receive the blessing but lose the lesson. And some lessons are too valuable to skip. My beloved child, think about your life. Think about the moments that changed you most. Were they the easy seasons? Or were they the difficult ones? Were they the moments of comfort? Or were they the moments of struggle? Many of the greatest lessons came through battles. Many of the deepest strengths came through hardship. Many of the greatest acts of faith were born in seasons of uncertainty. That is why I am asking you not to waste this waiting season. Learn from it. Grow through it. Trust me through it, because one day you will look back and realize that what felt like a delay was actually preparation. My child, there are blessings I protected you from receiving too early, not because I wanted to withhold them, but because I wanted to protect them. A seed planted too early can be damaged. A harvest gathered too early can be ruined. A blessing received too early can become a burden. That is why timing matters. And my timing is perfect, even when it doesn't feel perfect, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it stretches your patience. Trust me, my timing is perfect. My child, the enemy wants you discouraged during the waiting season, because discouragement weakens expectation. Discouragement weakens faith. Discouragement causes people to stop believing, to stop praying, to stop trusting, to stop hoping. But I want you to do the opposite. Keep believing, keep praying, keep trusting, keep hoping, because I am closer than you think, and your breakthrough may be closer than you realize. My child, do not compare your timeline to someone else's. Do not compare your journey to theirs. You do not know what I am doing in their life, and they do not know what I am doing in yours. Your story is unique. Your purpose is unique. Your calling is unique, and your timing is unique. Trust the path I have chosen for you, because I know where it leads. My beloved child, there were times when you thought I was saying no, but I was actually saying, not yet. There is a difference. A closed door is different from a delayed door. A rejection is different from a preparation. And many things you thought were over were simply waiting for the right moment. My child, you have survived every difficult season up to this point. Every challenge, every storm, every disappointment, every setback. You are still here, and that is not an accident. That is evidence of my faithfulness. I carried you when you felt weak. I strengthened you when you felt exhausted. I guided you when you felt lost. And I will continue doing so, because my commitment to you has not changed. My love has not changed. My promises have not changed. My plans have not changed. My child, I need you to hear this clearly. The blessing has not been cancelled. The promise has not been forgotten. The breakthrough has not disappeared. The miracle has not become impossible. I am still working, even now, even today, even while you wait. Trust me. Trust my timing. Trust my wisdom. Trust my love, because I know what I am doing. And one day, sooner than you think, you will see why the waiting was necessary. You will see why the preparation mattered. You will see how I was working behind the scenes all along. And when that day comes, your faith will be stronger than ever before. My child, stay close to me. Stay faithful. Stay hopeful. Stay prayerful, because the story is not over. In fact, some of the most beautiful chapters have not even begun yet. My child, there is a question many of you have asked. A question you may have asked yourself many times. Why has life been so difficult lately? Why does it feel like every time I move forward, something pushes me back? Why does it seem like I am always fighting a battle? My child, listen carefully. Not every battle is proof that you are failing. Sometimes the battle is proof that you are moving in the right direction, because the enemy does not waste his energy on people who are standing still. He fights hardest against those who are moving closer to their purpose, those who are drawing closer to me, those who are beginning to discover who they truly are. My child, the enemy knows something you often forget. He knows the potential I placed inside you. He knows the calling attached to your life. He knows the impact you can have when you fully trust me. He knows what can happen when fear no longer controls you. He knows what can happen when doubt no longer stops you. He knows what can happen when you finally believe what I say about you. And that is why he fights. Not because he is stronger than you, but because he fears what I can do through you. My child, For too long, you have underestimated yourself. You have focused on your weaknesses, your mistakes, your failures, your shortcomings. But I see something different. I see the person I created. I see the purpose I planted inside you. I see the gifts you have not fully discovered yet. I see the future I prepared before you were born. And what I see is beautiful. What I see is valuable. What I see is worth fighting for. My child, the enemy wants you distracted, because a distracted person rarely fulfills their purpose. He wants you overwhelmed. He wants you discouraged. He wants you exhausted. He wants you focused on problems instead of promises. Because if he can control your focus, he can influence your emotions. And if he influences your emotions, he hopes to weaken your faith. But today I am calling you higher, higher than fear, higher than doubt, higher than discouragement, higher than the voices that tell you that you cannot succeed. My child, you are not who your fears say you are. You are not who your mistakes say you are. You are not who your past says you are. You are who I say you are. You are loved. You are chosen. You are forgiven. You are valuable. You are known. You are mine. Never forget that. My beloved child, some of the battles you are facing right now are teaching you lessons you will need later. You may not understand it yet, but one day you will. The struggle is building strength. The waiting is building patience. The uncertainty is building trust. The pressure is building character. And all of it is preparing you for what comes next. Because where I am taking you, you will need stronger faith. You will need deeper trust. You will need greater wisdom. And I am preparing those things within you now. My child, do not be afraid of the battle. Do not be afraid of the storm. Do not be afraid of the challenge standing in front of you, because you are not facing it alone. I am with you. Every step, every moment, every battle, every tear, every prayer. I am there. And if I am with you, you have more strength than you realize. My child, there were moments when you wanted to quit. Moments when you felt like giving up. Moments when you wondered if continuing was worth it. But look at you now. You are still here, still standing, still moving forward. Do you know why? Because I never stopped carrying you. When your strength ran out, mine did not. When your hope felt weak, mine did not. When your faith struggled, my love remained. That is why you are still here. My child, the enemy wants you focused on your limitations. I want you focused on my power. The enemy wants you focused on your failures. I want you focused on my grace. The enemy wants you focused on your past. I want you focused on your future, because your future is greater than your past. Much greater. And what I have prepared for you is greater than what you have left behind. My beloved child, there is a purpose attached to your life. A purpose nobody else can fulfill. A calling nobody else can carry. An assignment that belongs specifically to you. That is why your life matters. That is why your faith matters. That is why your choices matter. Because your story is affecting more people than you realize. People are watching. People are learning. People are being inspired by your perseverance. Even when you do not see it. Even when you do not know it. My child, I am not finished with your story. Not even close. There are prayers still waiting to be answered. Blessings still waiting to arrive. Doors still waiting to open. Miracles still waiting to happen. And some of the greatest chapters of your life have not even begun. So do not quit. Do not surrender to fear. Do not give up on yourself. and do not give up on me, because I have not given up on you. I never will. My child, stay close to me. Keep listening. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Because what I am about to reveal in the next part may completely change how you view your future. My child, I know there are days when the future feels uncertain. Days when you look ahead and see more questions than answers. Days when you wonder if things will ever truly change. Days when hope feels distant. Days when faith feels difficult. Days when you wonder whether the promises you have been holding on to will ever become reality. My child, listen carefully. Your current season is not your final destination. The chapter you are living right now is not the end of your story. The pain you are experiencing is not permanent. The struggle you are facing is not forever. The waiting season will not last forever. Because I am a God of new beginnings, a God of restoration, a God of hope, a God who brings light into darkness, a God who brings life into places that seem lifeless. My child, I see things you cannot see. I see blessings that have not arrived yet. I see doors that have not opened yet. I see opportunities that have not appeared yet. I see prayers that are already moving toward their answers. And I need you to trust me, not because everything makes sense, but because I can see what you cannot. My child, the future is not something you need to fear, because I am already there. I already stand in your tomorrow. I already know the challenges. I already know the victories. I already know the opportunities. I already know the miracles. Nothing surprises me. Nothing catches me off guard. Nothing is being in my control. And because I am already there, you do not have to fear what comes next. My child, too often you focus on what could go wrong. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You replay fears in your mind. You worry about things that have not even happened. But what if you trusted me instead? What if you believed that I am working for your good? What if you believed that I am able to do more than you can imagine? What if you believed that your future is in my hands? Because it is. And my hands are trustworthy. My beloved child, there are blessings coming that you have not yet seen. Blessings that cannot be rushed. Blessings that require preparation. Blessings that will arrive at exactly the right time. Do not lose hope before they arrive. Do not quit before the breakthrough. Do not stop praying before the answer. Do not stop believing before the miracle. Because what you are waiting for may be closer than you think. My child, I know the enemy has been whispering lies. Lies that tell you nothing will change. Lies that tell you your prayers do not matter. Lies that tell you you are forgotten. Lies that tell you there is no hope. But those lies are not the truth. The truth is that I hear you. The truth is that I see you. The truth is that I love you. The truth is that I am working, even now, even today, even in this very moment. My child, remember all the times I have already carried you. Remember the battles you survived. Remember the obstacles you overcame. Remember the prayers I answered. Remember the doors I opened. Remember the ways I protected you when you did not even realize it. If I was faithful then, I will be faithful now. Because I do not change. My love does not change. My promises do not change. My character does not change. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My child, there are people who have underestimated you. People who doubted you. People who assumed you would never recover. People who believed your best days were behind you. But they do not determine your future. I do. And I am still writing your story. I am still opening doors. I am still creating opportunities. I am still making a way where there seems to be no way. My child, the road ahead may not always be easy, but you do not walk it alone. Every step you take, I am there. Every battle you face, I am there. Every prayer you pray, I hear it. Every tear you cry, I see it. Every fear you carry, I understand it. And every promise I have made, I will keep it. My beloved child, do not allow temporary circumstances to convince you that permanent hope is gone. Do not allow a difficult season to define your entire future. Do not allow today's struggle to steal tomorrow's joy, because the story is not finished. The breakthrough is not cancelled. The blessing is not forgotten. The purpose is not lost. And the miracle is not impossible. My child, keep moving forward. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Even when it is difficult. Even when it requires faith. Even when you cannot see the outcome. Because I can. And what I see ahead is beautiful. What I see ahead is filled with purpose. What I see ahead is filled with opportunities to grow closer to me. My child, one day you will look back at this season, and you will understand. You will see why the waiting mattered. You will see why the preparation was necessary. You will see how I was working behind the scenes all along, and your faith will become stronger because of it. So do not lose heart. Do not give up. Do not stop listening to my voice, because I am leading you somewhere greater than you can currently imagine. And I am not finished with your story. Not even close. My child, if you have stayed with me until this moment, then listen carefully, because what I am about to say is the most important thing you will hear today. Not because these are merely words, but because this is about your heart, your future, your relationship with me, and the direction of your life. My child, for a long time, you have been searching for peace, searching for answers, searching for security, searching for purpose, searching for something that would finally satisfy the deep longing inside your soul. And yet, no matter how much you achieved, no matter how much you acquired, no matter how much approval you received, there was always something missing. Do you know why? Because the place in your heart that was created for me can never be filled by anything else. Not success, not money, not relationships, not achievements, not possessions. Only me. Only my presence, only my love, only my peace. My child, the greatest warning is not about fear. The greatest warning is not about punishment. The greatest warning is living your life without truly knowing me. Because everything in this world is temporary. Everything. The things people spend their lives chasing will one day fade away. The things people worry about every day will one day lose their importance. The things that seem so urgent right now will not last forever, but your soul will. And that is why I keep calling you again and again, because you matter to me. Your life matters to me. Your future matters to me. My child, there have been moments when you felt unworthy. Moments when you believed your mistakes were too great. Moments when you believed you had gone too far. Moments when shame whispered that I could never love someone like you. But that is not the truth. The truth is this: I knew every mistake before you made it. I knew every weakness, every failure, every regret, every moment you would fall short. And I still chose to love you. I still chose to call you mine. I still chose to reach for you. My child, nothing surprises me. Nothing shocks me. Nothing you have done is greater than my mercy. Nothing you have done is greater than my grace. Nothing you have done is greater than my love. That is why I am speaking today, not to condemn you, but to remind you that my arms are still open, remind you that my love has never changed, remind you that it is not too late. My beloved child, many people spend their entire lives waiting for the perfect moment to come closer to me. They say, I will pray later, I will change later, I will seek God later, I will make time later, but later is never guaranteed. That is why I am calling you now, today, this moment, this very second, because the greatest decision you can make is not about your career, not about your finances, not about your possessions. The greatest decision you can make is whether you will trust me, whether you will walk with me, whether you will place your life in my hands. My child, I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for your heart. I am not asking you to have all the answers. I am asking you to trust me. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to walk by faith, one step at a time, one prayer at a time, one day at a time. My child, you do not have to carry your burdens alone anymore. You do not have to carry your fears alone anymore. You do not have to carry your pain alone anymore. Give them to me. Every fear, every worry, every anxiety, every disappointment, every regret. Place them in my hands and trust that I am able to carry what you cannot. Because I am stronger than your fear, greater than your problem, bigger than your obstacle, and more powerful than anything standing in your way. My beloved child, before this message ends, I want you to remember something. You are loved more than you know. You are seen more than you realize. You are valued more than you understand. And you are never alone, even when life feels dark, even when the road feels uncertain, even when nobody else understands. I am with you. I always have been, and I always will be. My child, the future is not something to fear, because I am already there. The battle is not something to fear, because I am fighting with you. The unknown is not something to fear, because I am guiding you. Trust me. Keep listening. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep walking forward, because the best part of your story has not yet been written, and I am not finished with you. Not even close. So today, choose faith over fear. Choose hope over despair. Choose trust over doubt. Choose me, and watch what I can do with a life fully surrendered to my hands. My child, if this message has touched your heart, pray this simple prayer. Jesus, I give you my heart. I give you my fears. I give you my future. Lead me, guide me, strengthen me, and help me trust you every day. I choose to walk with you. Amen. And remember, I hear every prayer. I see every tear. I know every struggle. And I love you more than you can imagine. Forever.